The city sighed its last breath of summer heat. August 13th, 2025. The air hung thick and heavy, a velvet shroud over the metropolis. On the rooftop of the Alchemist's Perch, the world felt suspended, the sky bleeding from bruised purple into inky black. A lone candle flickered on my table, its flame casting restless shadows. I wore midnight silk, my hair catching the faint light, every detail chosen for this night of possibility. The air smelled of rain that wouldn't fall, distant car horns and night-blooming jasmine. I sipped deep red wine, my reflection a ghost in the glass. This blind date was a dare, a challenge to the quiet predictability of my life. I waited, the city humming below, each flicker of the candle stretching time. I was both hunter and hunted, caught in a web of my own making. Who would he be? A phantom? A poet? A monster? I smiled, hoping for all three. The night was thick with secrets, and I was ready to step into the unknown. The city's lullaby faded as anticipation took hold. He arrived as a shift in the air, a presence that made the world pause. Framed in the doorway, he was tall, broad-shouldered, carved from the night itself. His eyes found me instantly, no hesitation, just certainty. He moved with a predator's grace, shadows clinging to him. His coat absorbed the light, his face all sharp angles and shadowed hollows. He stopped before me, his voice a low, resonant rumble. "You must be her." It wasn't a question, but a statement. Our meeting felt inevitable. I replied, steady despite my racing heart. "And you must be him." He sat, leaning forward, his presence magnetic. Candlelight revealed a faint scar near his temple. A story I wanted to know. The game had begun, and I was already losing myself in it. The city faded away, only the two of us remained. He ordered whiskey, neat, his gaze never leaving mine. Our hands brushed, a jolt of electricity. Words became a veil, our bodies spoke in a language older than speech. He spoke of the city as a living beast, its hidden alleys and gothic secrets. I leaned closer, drawn into his orbit, the rooftop's noise fading away. He leaned in, his scent a wild mix of cologne, whiskey, and storm. "You have a darkness in you," he murmured. "It's beautiful." His words were recognition, not judgment, a validation of my hidden self. I felt seen, exhilarated, and terrified. My leg brushed his. He didn't pull away, only smiled, predatory and inviting. The air crackled with unspoken invitations. The candle burned low, our desire burning brighter. He was a puzzle I needed to solve, even if I never found my way out. The night's possibilities felt infinite and dangerous. The rooftop emptied, laughter fading into the night. We were left in a cocoon of near silence, the city's hum our only companion. The candle died, plunging us into moonlit intimacy. The end of the date hovered, but this felt like a beginning. He stood, extending a hand, not chivalry, but a summons. "This has been an interesting prelude," he said. "The real performance has yet to begin. Come with me." My heart hammered. To say yes was to leap into the unknown. I placed my hand in his grip firm and possessive. He led me away, through the opulent lobby and into the night. A sleek black car waited, engine purring. I slid onto the cool leather seat, his scent enveloping me. The city blurred past, our silence charged and comfortable. I watched his hands on the wheel, confident, in control. I surrendered, intoxicated by the unknown. I was exactly where I was meant to be. The car stopped before a monolithic, ivy-clad building, timeless, gothic, mysterious. Inside, a private elevator ascended to his loft, air thick with beeswax, old books, and something metallic. The space was vast, lined with bookshelves and blood-red velvet curtains. Dozens of candles cast flickering shadows, making the room feel alive. This was no home, it was a lair, a velvet cage for creatures of the night. He took my coat, his touch intimate and unnerving. Music filled the space, a mournful cello wrapping around me. I stood in the center, a splash of midnight silk in his world. The loft reflected him, dark, complex, captivating. He watched me, his gaze a physical caress. The air was thick with anticipation, broken only by the music. I had stepped willingly into his domain. The mystery was unraveling, replaced by thrilling certainty. He crossed the room, movements fluid and silent. The cello swelled, our collision inevitable. He traced my jaw, a feather-light touch that set me alight. He found the zipper of my dress. The sound was a metallic sigh. Midnight silk pooled at my feet. I stood unveiled, powerful. He drank me in, his gaze worshipful. His own clothes fell away. We stood as equals, sculpted from shadow. He pulled me close, our skin meeting in a shock of warmth. We began to move, hips swaying to a primal rhythm. Our limbs tangled, a beautiful knot of desire. We became one, a creature of shadow and flame. His hands mapped my body. Mine explored his strength. It was a wordless conversation, a dance in a velvet cage. The dance intensified, a wildfire consuming us. He guided me to a velvet chaise, our bodies never breaking contact. We fell together, shadows merging on the wall. The cello wept for us, a haunting score for our union. Every nerve screamed for more, tension building to a peak. We moved in mirrored rhythm, raw and elegant. His eyes held mine, no monster, just a reflection of my own desires. There was only acceptance, no shame. The tension crested, a blinding release. The world dissolved into sensation, beeswax, skin, velvet, breath. It was a collision of souls, an exorcism of loneliness. In the aftermath, I felt reborn, not consumed but forged anew. The fire had tempered my spirit in its untamed flames. I awoke to soft, diffused light through velvet curtains. The candles had burned out, the loft wrapped in pre-dawn silence. He was gone, only his scent and memory remained. The mystery was unsolved, but I felt at peace. I stood at the window, dawn breaking over the city. The world below was waking, unaware of the night's tempest. I felt changed, my skin alive, my spirit powerful. The woman from the rooftop was gone. In her place, someone stronger. The night had been a journey into shadow, and I emerged empowered. Fear had become freedom. This story isn't about finding a dark prince. It's about discovering the queen within. Embrace your shadows, your desires. Your strength is in your authenticity. The world may try to cage you, but the key is in your hands. Your story is waiting to be written. What darkness have you discovered in the city's haze? Share your story. We're listening.